Homies and homettes, we've got another Tokai on the bench. Korean made one, Lefty SG, same owner as the white Les Paul Tokai from a previous video. So this one, swapping pickups, putting in some Gibson pickups. At least the sheet says they're Gibson. But I haven't, I'm sure they are. Also, we've got Ask Zach in the background. Always good entertainment while working on stuff. So yeah, pickup swap, put the bridge on there, string it up, full setup. I think that's all of it. Sorry, my bench is always so messy, and these videos really make me realize what a shit show this is. The important part is nothing tool-wise ever on this mat where the bodies go. That's my rule about the bench. All right, so I'm going to get a camera stand and I'm going to start taking these old pickups out. I got to unpause the video, as in start recording again. That was about to be a confusing statement. But I thought I would come back to y'all just to let you know how inspiring I find you. I've noticed I've been getting a few more subscribers these days. I guess I've just been posting more and the algorithms are doing their thing. No, don't get me wrong. At the time of this, it's still under 100 people. But to me, that's kind of cool. And what was my point? I find you very inspiring because I was inspired to put clothes on because I was going to start filming, and usually I don't need to put clothes on to work on guitars. And that's when I lost my customer base. Yeah, gonna heat up the old soldering iron. Gonna undo some pickups. Undo them from the switches. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm really tired. Talking like an idiot. Might as well check these pickups out while I've got you here. While you're on the line. While you're on the horn. We got some Gibbies. Some brand new Gibbies. Do they not have any indications? Like they don't have any markings or skews on the pickup to tell you which one it is? Just the Gibson logo? I guess so. This one's got a T. Is it a T-top? No. I mean, yeah. Hey, people out there who know more than me, how do I identify which pickup this was? I mean, I don't actually care. Oh, there I am. I don't care. I'm just kind of curious. They both have this little upside down T. So. But yeah, whatever. So that old soldering iron kind of takes several minutes compared to my good one in the electronics shop. So I'll just pause this. I'm going to listen to a couple minutes of Ask Zach and I'll get back to this.
Please hit subscribe.
Oh my God.
If you've already subscribed,
I'm supposed to pause that before hitting record. Yeah. Your soldering iron is nice and hot enough when you put a little solder on there and it melts nice and quick and smokes up. When your soldering iron is smoking up, you need to have a talk with it about drug use. Damn! Gotta figure out what's going on here in this wiring. Make sure it's pickups that I'm disconnecting. All right. this gray, and this black. I see what's going on. So. Come on, girl. As I'm inhaling all of that old solder smoke. Oh God, oh God. As I've mentioned before, make a path for your soldering iron. Make sure you're not leaning up against wires and stuff. They will burn up and through in a jiffy. Oh yeah, also, if you're not super familiar with wiring, take a picture of how it was wired up in the first place. I'm not too worried about it. I've done this 3,000 times. But, what was I saying? Yeah. Just make sure, or you just have a wiring diagram handy. But it's good to have the original, have the original wiring in a photo, or what was last in there. Am I just rambling? I think it's a useful point. I don't know. Oh yeah, there's a one more go round. Was that inappropriate? I don't know anymore. Can you do accents still? I bet you just the fact that I'm asking makes me a piece of shit. So we're pulling some pickups. We're just recording. We're recording me undoing the screws right now for some reason. Maybe I should get back on the pause game. So, no markings on those Gibsons. Me gonna have to check the output. Me gonna have to check the output of those. And the hotter one will go in the bridge. I got comfortable with talking to myself very quickly. Is that weird? So, again, why am I filming this? Yeah, because next, I'll get back to you when I'm measuring the output of those Gibsons, which I suppose can actually just be right now. If I find my multimeter. We're good. No worries. I think this whole YouTube channel, talking to myself, is just gonna amplify my weirdness in the big picture of things. So I'm not sure if it's the best way to go. Oh, am I showing any of this? Remember, the point of the whole camera thing and talking out loud is for this. So, got a multimeter. I take it to pick up leads. Shit, sorry, I'm accenting. I put this one on 20K on the impedance setting. Ground to the bare. Red to the little wire. Whoa, these are low output humbuckers. 7.9. That's wild. This must be a cool vintage style PAF. Super guessing. But yeah, 7.9, like that's slow. Even for a neck, even for a modern humbucker neck. What did I say? 7.9? I don't like that. 14.2. Yeah, that's more. What the fuck? Why is this one so low? That's, this is more what I was expecting, like a 12 to 15 kind of range. So that's a little weird. Yeah, man. Okay. Well, I'm going to install that in the neck and, see how much of a difference there is between the two. I wonder if Buddy just got, two Gibson pickups, like, that aren't like a super vintage style one, which is not underwound, but not overwound, like not very hot. Oh my God, get it together, Mike. I don't know. I'm wondering if this is just a not very well matched pickup set that's going on here. But, like, can't always just be backtracking on people's stuff. Like, call this guy, like, are you sure these are the pickups? I just wanted to confirm the bridge one. So we'll put this one on the far end. We'll take this one. So now I gotta put the mounting rings on and all that. Now I gotta put the mounting rings on. So I'll pause the video because this is already getting boring. Don't forget to pay attention. The thinner one is the neck. The thicker one is the bridge. Just saying. All right, here's another little tip. I usually just have like regular alligator clips, but this is a jumper cable, so it has a wire and another one attached to it. But want to get wires out of the way, like I was talking about earlier. In this case, it's, the exact same reason, because I'm soldering. I want to get wires out of the way. I forget to do this most of the time, but it's helpful. Grab a little alligator clip. Just clip a bunch of little wires like out of your way. And that's it. I just left this whole pot and area free for my soldering iron to move around in. Minor tip, but it's neat when wires are being jerks and don't want to stay put. All right, I'm going to attempt to do the shop vac. Get out of the way. I'm going to attempt to do this on camera without fucking everything up. Oh my God. Gotta get my head in the game. Literally fit my head in a spot where I can see. Sorry if it's terrible on camera right now. I'm just twisting up the wire. Oh, she sunk back in. Ooh, this soldering iron sucks. The handle gets so hot. Just want to tin this tip real quick. Booyah. Oh my God. Even throughout this, it's hot as hell because it's been on for 15 minutes or whatever. Brutal, man. So I've bent the tip and I've tinned it. Now I'm going to attempt to not burn stuff while I heat up this lug. Oh my God, I cannot see a damn thing. This is not great. I don't even know what I just did there. I'm gonna hope that Yeah, no, it didn't go in at all. I just heat up the lug and didn't pass the wire through because I couldn't see a damn thing. So I'm gonna bend it a little more. Check my shit. Okay, I think we're in. I'm sorry if it's just a shot of the back of my ear right now. Oh, no, it's just the top of my hand. Awesome. Okay, well, so what I did there in that amazing video footage was that I heat up the lug. I had bent the tip of the wire that was already tinned to just like have an easy path into the lug. And there's already a wire going in there. So there's 2 wires into that lug. So the one just stayed put, got mine in, heat that stiff up, a little solder. You're good. At least it looks good. So now I'm gonna heat up the back of this pot. Make sure this crap's out of the way. Add a little solder. Adding new solder helps old solder flow. Oh, there you go. That's heating up quick. So I'll heat up this bare braid, which is the ground on the pickup, and add some solder to it. Let's scooch that thing over. Smash it down. And part of my tip is hitting the braided wire, and part of it is hitting that goop of solder that was on the pot. So now I just saw it. Oh shit, I don't have anything ready. I usually have pliers to hold this down while it all dries and cures. Bam! There's your ground. Doesn't look great on camera. Maybe if I zoom out and do something like this. So see, it just added to the goop of grounds that was already there. So I'm gonna flip this guitar over and do the next pickup. I usually do them one at a time just because I find it's less messing around in the cavity. It's just easier to do this for some reason. I don't know. All right, part of the things that never end. I flipped the guitar back over and the little label for the pot has fallen off. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put these at full, check their orientation. I'm going to jam that there. We'll make sure it's back to full. It's a little protection. Got my little label there. I'm going to take some trusty Stumac 20X, whatever. That's the viscosity. So it's like a medium. What am I saying? Yeah. I'm just going to put a little dab on. I guess I'm going to go with right on the actual knob. Super glue is a dick, so you don't want to fuck with it too much. It'll ruin your life real quick, and your client's life. So, orientation. Bam. I say that a lot. These videos are making me realize. There you go. That'll It'll dry up nice. It's like one notch off. I say notch like as in the pot shaft that is notched. So I could just take this. I'll wait till stuff dries. But we just take that knob off and reposition it. So it'll be perfectly lined up like all of these. Actually, they're not even perfectly lined up, so who cares? Moving on. All right, here's a little thing I like to do when I'm pulling pickups. I indicate which came out of the bridge, uh-oh, phone call, and which came out of the neck. Simple. What a concept. Okay, both pickups in, both pickups wired. We've got bridge, both, neck. And just by the little tap test, I mean, it doesn't sound like one is half the output of the other. From the 7.8 to the 15, I forget what it was. But, all right, time to string it up and get on with this video because we're at 21 and a half minutes already. Wild. It's like they're either 1 minute or too many minutes. So, yeah, we'll wrap this up real shortly. Soldering iron, not storage, but just when it's not in use. Turn it off, clean the tip, give it a couple tiny little shots of solder to preserve the tip. Did I mention that when I'm not in record mode and the recording is paused, I'm watching Ask Zach? Well, I am.